I sat on the edge of my bed before light, with everyone's words running circles all night. One said play it safe, one said prove them wrong, one said I was late, one said I did not belong. I changed my direction whenever they spoke, turned every opinion into something I owed. I watched every face before making a choice, till I could not hear mine through too many voices. I carried their warnings like facts in my head, repeated the doubts in the words that I said, but none of those people that walked in my shoes. So why did I give them the power to choose? I looked at the mirror and finally knew a life built for everyone cannot feel true. I turned down the volume and made my own choice. I would stop letting strangers speak over my voice. Step back, breathe slow. One truth I know, too many voices pulling me apart. Too many voices talking over my heart. Too many voices, but only one is mine. I cut through the noise and follow my voice. Too many voices. Yeah, the alarm rang early, the street stayed still, but I got out of bed with the reason and will. I tied both shoes while the sky stayed black, because every small promise was building me back. Gym was empty, no crowd in the room, just the sound of the plates and the work left to do. No comments, no praise, no one watching the set, just me keeping promises I used to forget. I stopped checking numbers that were never my score, stopped watching that road when I needed mine more. One breath, one day at a time. I learned how to move without asking for signs. When the weight pushed down, I controlled every move. I did not need talking, I needed the proof. The louder the doubt tried to call out my name, the more I kept showing up steady and plain. Not every voice deserves a place. Not every opinion gets to choose my way. I lowered the noise, protected the plan, stopped asking the room who they thought that I am. No borrowed direction, no secondhand dream, no living my life through somebody else's screen. I know they may speak, I know they may judge, but none of their words get to tell me to stop. I found my direction by making one choice, let the whole world get loud. I will follow my voice. When the noise returns, I will know which voice stays, which voice goes. Too many voices used to pull me apart. Too many voices used to speak from my heart. Too many voices, but only one is mine. I cut through the noise and follow my voice. Too many voices, they no longer decide. Too many voices, but I know which one is mine. I cut through the noise, I make my own choice. Too many voices, I follow my voice. The world may keep talking, but it does not choose my road. I know my voice now. They said I aim too high to win, so I let their doubts start settling in. They call my dreams too far away, and slowly I calling labels like my name. Let every judgment feed the shame. The careless words became the truth and changed the way I saw my future too. I heard their voices when alone, repeating fears that were not my own. The hardest truth I had to learn, I gave their words the power they never earned. So I stood in front of the mirror that night and asked who gave them the final right. They never knew what lived in me, so I stopped letting their words decide what I could be. What I could be. Their fear, not mine. Their words, not my life. I believe their words, I carried every lie. I believe their words and let my courage die. I believe their words, but now I know my worth. They never knew the strength in me. I will not wear their words. I believe their words. I believe their words. I started removing each label they gave, each sentence to follow me day after day. Was it the truth or the fear in their mind? Was it my limit or something they placed inside? The gym was quiet, no eyes on the floor, just me and the weight I had lifted before. Each rep was an answer, each set was the proof. Their words could not stand when I lived out the truth. I stopped asking people who never believed for permission to chase what I knew I could be. No speech, no revenge, no reason to fight. I answered their doubt by rebuilding my life. Their words were only echoes. I was the one who let them stay. I crossed out the labels and strengthened my name. Stopped carrying fear, that was never my shame. Now every hard morning, each promise I keep reminds me their words never measured me. When I remember who I am. I checked every road before I moved, afraid that one mistake would prove that every doubt they placed on me was closer to the truth than dreams. I changed direction every day. Whenever someone looked my way, I knew the road I wanted on, but every step still felt so wrong. I watched their faces for a sign and let their judgment rewrite mine. The more I tried to choose what pleased, the less my life belonged to me. Then one night, staring at the floor, I asked what I was waiting for. A perfect road would never come, so I chose one step and started from. Maybe wrong is is how it feels when you stop living by their rules. Maybe courage is the step you take before you have the proof. I was scared to move along. Every step felt wrong. I kept waiting for a sign while the years kept passing by. Then I chose the road I knew, even with no perfect view. I found strength by moving on when every step felt wrong. Yeah, when every step felt wrong. Yeah, I stopped checking every face in the room. Stop treating opinions like signs of my doom. One road, one goal, one promise to keep. One move in the dark, then another each week. I learned that direction gets clearer through motion, not endless debate or a wave of emotion. You cannot discover how far you can climb if fear keeps deciding you need the right time. Back in the gym, I was building my pace, no crowd in my head, no doubt in my space. Set after set, I could record the form and learning to trust myself under the storm. One breath, one reason to stay. One hard decision, repeated each day. The road never promised to feel like a win. It only required that I choose to begin. I did not need certainty, I needed one step that belonged to me. No map in my hand, no promise of ease. No waiting around for the fear to release. I moved with the doubt, but I moved all the same. And each honest step put me back in my name. I tightened my focus, protected the plan. Stopped asking permission to be who I am. The road felt uncertain, the future unknown, but every step forward began feeling like home. I used to think the perfect choice would come without a trace of fear. Now I know the road turns clear when I keep moving through it here. I was scared to move along. Every step felt wrong. I kept waiting for a sign while the years kept passing by. Then I chose the road I knew, even with no perfect view. I found strength by moving on when every step felt wrong. I am not afraid to move, I do not need their point of view. Every step became a song from the days it all felt wrong. Now I choose the road I know, even when the answers do not show. I found where I belong by moving when each step felt wrong. Each step felt wrong. The road did not feel right before I began. It became the right road because I chose where I stand. Watched their lives and rushed my own. Turned every mile into a race. I chased the roads that they had shown until I lost my own pace. The victories made mine feel late. The finish lines became my chase. I measured worth by someone's day and slowly lost my sense of place. I had a rhythm built for me, a road that needed time and space, but comparison kept changing speed until I lost my own pace. Then something honest crossed my mind, and life is not a borrowed race. I do not need to match their time, I only need to find my pace. Maybe slower is not failure, maybe growth has different days. I was never falling backward, I was learning my own way. I ran too hard to take their place, I lost myself inside the race. I watched their road, ignored my own, and lost my own pace. Now I breathe and choose my lane, no more rushing through back my own pace. My own pace. I stopped counting wins that were never my score. Stop checking the lies when I needed mine more. One goal on the page, one promise to chase, one honest direction, one steady pace. I learned every season has different demands. Some days you advance, some days you withstand. No shame in the distance, no fear in the wait. The strongest foundations are never built late. Back in the gym, I controlled every breath. No racing the weight, no chasing the next. I tightened my form and respected the strain, then built my momentum through patience and pain. One rep, one set, one day at a time. One weakness corrected, one standard refined. I stopped looking sideways and focused ahead. The road became clearer with each step I led. The speed was never a measure of me. My road has a rhythm, only I need to keep. No rush, no panic, no borrowed design. No wasting my focus on somebody's timeline. I stayed with the process, protected the plan, and learned how to trust where my own feet would land. I moved with intention, adjusted the weight. Stopped calling it failure when progress came late. The moment I quit trying to win someone's race was the moment I finally took back my pace. I do not need to lead the crowd, I only need to move with truth. The road that takes me where I'm at may look completely different too. I ran too hard to take their place. I lost myself inside the race. I watched their road, ignored my own, and lost my own pace. Now I breathe and choose my lane. No more rushing through the change. Step by step I found my way and took back my own pace. Keep my pace. Different road, different time. Still moving forward, still becoming mine. Started with a reason in my chest, a quiet dream that would not let me rest. I knew the road would ask for sacrifice, but every step still felt worth the price. Then I began to measure every day by who was watching, what they had to say. I chased the praise and feared the empty room until their expectations filled the view. I turned my purpose into something shown and built a life that did not feel my own. I kept on running, never asking why, until the dream went quiet in my mind. One tired morning staring at my hands, I could not recognize the man or plan. I had the motion, hunger and desire, but I forgot what first had lit the fire. I did not lose the dream, I buried it beneath the need to prove my worth to people I did not need. I forgot my why, chasing what looked right. I followed every voice and left my heart behind. I forgot my why, but the fire never died. Beneath the weight and noise, it was waiting there inside. to the page where the promise began. Before every opinion was shaping the plan. Before I was chasing the number and name. Before being noticed became part of the aim. I wrote what I wanted when nobody knew. The life I imagined, the work I would do. The reason was simple, the meaning was mine. Become someone stronger with purpose and time. No camera needed, no audience near. Just sweat on the floor and the reason made clear. The early alarms and the nights I stayed late were never for praise, they were shaping my fate. I trained for the person I promised to be. For peace in my mind and a life that felt free. For every old version who wanted a chance to turn all the weight into movement at last. I was not born to impress the room. I started this journey to become someone true. Cleared every goal that was never my own. Stop building the future for strangers alone. No chasing reactions, no begging for eyes. No trading my purpose for temporary highs. I came for the growth, for the strength, for the change. For learning to stand when the road rearranged. The moment I remember what started the climb. The weight became lighter, the direction was mine. One reason, one promise, one life to defend. A purpose that holds when emotions descend. Motivation may leave, but the meaning survives. When I carry the truth of the reason I rise. When the road becomes a burden, when the progress feels too slow, I will return to where I started and remember what I know. It was never for their praise, it was never for their eyes. I was building something deeper, I was building my own life. I forgot my why, chasing what looked right. I followed every voice and left my heart behind. I forgot my why, but the fire never died. Beneath the weight and noise, it was waiting there inside. That made you begin. Filled every moment so I would not hear the questions that follow whenever it cleared. The glow of the screen kept the silence away, but nothing I watched made the feeling obey. I answered each message, kept moving around, afraid of the truth when there was no sound. Because in the quiet beneath every lie, a voice I had buried kept asking me why. Why was I living for people who changed? Why did their praise make me feel rearranged? Why did I know what my heart wanted most, but follow the noise every time it got close? So I turned off the world and sat with the night. No music, no comments, no need to look right. The silence felt heavy, then slowly became the place where I finally remembered my name. I thought the quiet would expose everything I feared to know, but it did not come to tear me down, it came to lead me home. I needed the quiet more than one more voice. I needed the silence to remember my choice. I needed the quiet to hear what lived inside. The world kept getting louder, but my truth was still alive. Still alive. Yeah. I started protecting the start of my day. No reaching for noise before finding my way. 10 minutes alone with the page and the pen, to ask what I needed, then answer again. I wrote down the habits that weaken my mind, the voices I followed, the peace left behind. Then circled the things that still mattered to me, my health and my purpose, the man I could be. Early in the gym while the room was still bare. No music at first, just the sound of the air. The plates hit the bar and my breathing stayed slow. Each movement reminded me what I should know. The strongest direction was never a scream. It lived in the work, in the shape of the dream. No speech from the crowd could replace what I found when I finally stopped letting noise fill the ground. The truth was not missing, it was speaking too low, and I had to get quiet before I could know. I lowered the volume and strengthened the aim. Stop letting distraction keep calling my name. No endless reaction, no scrolling for worth, no asking the world what my purpose was worth. I listened to hunger, to values, to scars, to every old promise that carried me far. The silence became where the answers could breathe. It showed me the life I was ready to lead. No running from stillness, no fear of the night. The quiet now sharp as the edge of my sight. Whenever the noise tries to pull me aside, I return to the place where my truth stays alive. I do not need another answer from someone who has never known the battles that I carried here, or how far I had to go. When the world becomes too crowded and I cannot hear my mind, I will step away and listen to the truth I left behind. I needed the quiet more than one more voice. I needed the silence to remember my choice. I needed the quiet to hear what lived inside. The world kept getting louder, but my truth was still alive. I welcome the quiet. I no longer fear the voice that tells me what I value and reminds me of my choice. I welcome the quiet where the answers come alive. The world may keep on shouting, but I hear the truth inside. No crowd, no scream, no place left to hide. Just me and the truth I was carrying inside. Spent too many years asking what they would choose, as though every answer was something to lose. I stood at the doorway with one foot outside, then waited for someone to tell me I was right. I knew what I wanted, but softened the truth to make it more comfortable for everyone else. I carried the plans like they belonged to me, then wonder why nothing I built made me free. Each time I adjusted to fit their design, a piece of my future fell out of the line. I called it respect, but deep down I could see I was giving them choices that belonged to me. So I made one decision without their okay. No meeting, no vote, no approval that day. My hands were still shaking, my heartbeat was raised. But for once in my life, I chose my own way. I could lose their praise, I could lose their place, but I could not keep losing the person in my face. I chose my own way, even when they walked away. I stopped living for the words I was too afraid to say. I chose my own way, and I faced what came that day. I would rather stand alone than lose myself again. Then lose myself again. Yeah, yeah. I started with boundaries, simple and clear. No more saying yes when the answer was fear. No more rearranging the life that I planned to keep every person from misunderstanding. I learned disagreement human does not mean I am wrong, and walking alone does not mean I am lost. Some people will leave when you stop playing small, but losing their comfort is not lost at all. I trained with intention, controlled every set, no chasing the numbers, no need to impress. I added the weight when my body was ready, not because somebody was moving more heavy. That lesson went deeper than iron and form. My life needed patience, direction, and more. No reckless rebellion, no anger to prove, just knowing exactly why I made every move. I do not need permission to protect who I become. I can love where I came from and still choose where I roam. I chose what was honest, I chose what was mine. I stopped letting guilt keep redrawing the line. No shrinking the dream just to keep them at ease. No trading my future for temporary peace. I listened to counsel but made my own call, accepted the risk and took care of the fall. Because being responsible means I decide and carry the outcome with nothing to hide. One road, one life, one name on the page. One man who was done being trapped in a cage. The moment I stopped asking people to stay was the moment I fully chose my own way. They may never understand me, they may question what I choose, but a life that keeps me honest is a life I will not lose. I can hear another viewpoint without handing them control. I can walk beside the people and still answer to my soul. I chose my own way, even when they walked away. I stopped living for the words I was too afraid to say. I chose my own way, and I faced what came that day. I would rather stand alone than lose myself again. I choose my own way, I will stand behind the change. I have nothing left to prove and no reason left to wait. I choose my own way, not from anger, not from hate. I am finally building life. Oh, with the choices that I make, my road, my name, my choice to make. I found myself when I chose my own way. Yeah. Yeah, motivation used to lead the way, but it disappeared on harder days. It spoke so loud when life felt light, then left me standing there at night. My feelings changed from hour to hour. Some days weak and some days louder. I kept believing I should wait until the fire returned again. But dreams do not survive on mood, and promises need something true. So when the voice of comfort called, I tied my shoes and gave my all. No perfect feeling, no applause, just one more reason not to stop. I learned that action has a voice, and every day I make the choice. When excuses filled my head, I let my actions speak instead. When motivation lost its power, discipline spoke louder. Discipline speaks louder. When the feeling disappears, discipline speaks louder. When the easy road feels near, I do not need the perfect hour. I do not wait to feel the fire. When every doubt begins to shout, discipline speaks louder. Yeah. cold. My body said wait, but the promise said go. No speech in the mirror, no need to pretend. I knew what I started, I knew what it meant. I showed up tired, I showed up drained. I trained when the progress was hard to explain. The days no one noticed were building the base. The work without praise, but the strength in this place. I learned that the feeling will come and will leave, but habits keep carrying what I believe. A promise repeated becomes who you are. The smallest decisions can take you the farthest. No waiting for confidence, courage, or signs. I move before comfort could change my mind. The voice saying later grew weaker each day, because discipline answered before it could stay. I become this from one perfect night. I built it through mornings I wanted to hide, through days when the weight felt much heavier still. I strengthened the habit and sharpened the will. No bargain with weakness, no deal with delay. No giving tomorrow what belonged to today. The noise made excuses, but action made proof, and discipline carried me back to the truth. Feelings can whisper, feelings can change, but what I repeat is what I become. I used to chase the rush, now I trust the routine. I do not need to feel unstoppable to become who I need to be. Discipline speaks louder when the feeling disappears. Discipline speaks louder when the easy road feels near. I do not need the perfect hour. I built the habit, built the power. When every doubt begins to shout, discipline speaks louder. Discipline speaks louder. Discipline speaks louder. One motivation leaves, I remain. There was a time I knew my name, before the world began to change. The way I spoke, the things I dreamed, the life I thought was meant for me. But years of trying to belong made every quiet answer wrong. I lowered everything I felt until I could not hear myself. I smiled whenever they approved, didn't change whenever they withdrew. I learned to read the room so well, I lost the truth I meant to tell. The silence found me late one night, no glowing screen, no room, no light. And underneath the fear and strain, I heard a familiar voice again. It did not shout, it did not fight, it simply said, "This is still your life." I heard myself again, beneath the fear, beneath the static. I heard myself again, the voice I thought had vanished. It called me by the name I carried long before the pain. When all the noise came to an end, I heard myself again. I heard myself again. first it was quiet, a word at a time, a truth I remembered, a reason, a sign. The things I had buried returned to the page. The dreams I had softened came out of the cage. I wrote with the doubt, asking what people would think. I faced every feeling I used to outrun. The answers were simple, but honest in mind. Protect what you value and honor your time. I started saying no without carrying shame. Stopped changing my heart so the room stayed the same. I chose what gave meaning, released what did not, and slowly returned to the person I lost. I train without anger, I work without show. No proving my worth to the people who go. The strength felt much deeper when no one could see, because every decision belonged fully to me. I thought I needed a stronger voice, but I only needed to trust my own. I listened within when the pressure arrived. Not every old fear needed space in my life. I recognized patterns, corrected the course, and stopped treating noise like an unquestioned source. The person inside me was never erased. He waited beneath every mask I embraced, and each time I acted in line with my truth, his voice became clearer, his words became proof. I remember what matters, I remember my name, I remember the promise I was frightened to claim. I do not need the crowd to tell me who I am. The voice I kept abandoning is leading me again. I heard myself again, beneath the fear, beneath the static. I heard myself again, the voice I thought had vanished. It called me by the name I carried long before the pain. When all the noise came to an end, I heard myself again. I heard myself again. I hear myself again, clearer now above the static. I hear myself again, and I will never silence it. I finally know the name of who remained beneath the pain. The world may raise its voice again, but I can hear myself. I hear myself again. I hear myself again. The voice was never gone, I only stopped listening. I spent too long in a crowded mind. Everyone is speaking at the same time. Fear had a voice, regret had one too, and every opinion kept cutting me through. I heard old failures call me by name. I heard comparison feeding the shame. I heard the future painted in doubt, until I forgot what my life was about. Every distraction demanded a place. Every small comment kept changing my pace. I carried the static from morning to night, and called it the truth because it sounded right. Then I saw the cost of giving it space, a tired heart and a life out of place. So I stood in the middle of all that noise and made one clear, irreversible choice. Not every thought deserves belief, not every voice deserves a seat. I know what stays, I know what goes. Silence the noise, remember your choice. Cut through the doubt and follow your voice. Silence the noise, you still have a choice. When everything shouts, stand firm in your voice. Stand firm in your voice. Hey! I muted the voices that weaken the plan. Stop treating each thought like a final command. Fear can make noise, but it cannot decide unless I keep opening the door from inside. I learned to observe what was crossing my mind, then ask if the message was honest or kind. Was it protecting the life I had made, or keeping me trapped in a comfortless cage? I cut the comparison, narrow the view, focused on actions I knew I could do. One page, one work, one difficult call, one honest decision before fear could stall. No endless debate, no rehearsing defeat, no scrolling through lives that were never for me. I turned out the static and turned toward the work where meaning gets louder and excuses lose worth. Fear says wait, move anyway. Doubt says hide, step outside. Noise says stop, give what you've got. Yeah, I know that the noise may return with the night, but now I can name it and answer it right. A thought is a visitor, not my command. A voice is not truth, just because it sounds grand. I sharpen my focus, protecting my peace, stop feeding the cycle and watch it decrease. The louder I shouted, the calmer I grew, because I had finally decided what's true. The world will not always become quiet, so I learned to become still. I cannot control every voice around me, but I decide which one I will follow. Silence the noise. Remember your choice. Cut through the doubt and follow your voice. Silence the noise. You still have a choice when everything shouts. Stand firm in your voice. Firm in your voice. No more living by every thought. No more giving fear the final word. Silence the noise. I remember my choice. I cut through the doubt and stand in my voice. Silence the noise. This life is my choice. The world may be loud, but I know my voice. Silence the noise. Silence the noise. The noise can speak, but it does not lead. I sat in the car with my hands on the wheel, trying to remember what I actually feel. Too many opinions were filling my head, till I could not separate mine from what they said. I trusted their praise when they liked what I chose, then changed my direction the moment they froze. I watched every face for permission to move, like somebody else had to tell me the truth. But crowds can be certain and still lead you wrong, and praise disappears when the moment is gone. So I looked in the mirror, made one thing clear: I would trust the voice that has always stayed near. No crowd, no sign, one truth is mine. The voice I trust is the voice inside. The voice I trust has nothing to hide. The voice I trust keeps pulling me through. When the whole world gets loud, I listen for the truth. The voice I trust. I trust. Yeah, I built that trust when the alarm went off, when the room stayed dark and the morning felt lost. I got out of bed though, my body said wait, because keeping my word started shaping my fate. The gym was quiet, no crowd on the floor, just me and the promise I made the night before. Every rep was proof I could count on myself. I did not need praise from somebody else. When the weight came down, I controlled every breath. When my mind said enough, I completed the set. Not chasing attention, not trying to impress, just teaching myself I would not give it less. I learned self-trust is not something you claim. It grows every time that your actions stay the same. You say you will show up, then show up again, and slowly your word becomes stronger within. I trust the voice that has seen every fall, the one that still tells me I can rise through it all. I stopped asking people who I had to become, stopped changing my truth just to please everyone. Now when the noise tries to pull me apart, I listen to the voice that still knows my heart. Knows my heart. I will know the voice that stayed when others let go. The voice I trust is the voice inside. The voice I trust has nothing to hide. The voice I trust keeps pulling me through. When the whole world gets loud, I listen for the truth. To be, I finally listened to the voice that stayed with me. I used to need the whole road shown before I took one step alone. I thought direction and a plan with every answer in my hands. So when the future looked unclear, I let the questions feed the fear. I stood between 1,000 roads and waited for the one I know, but certainty would never come. No perfect sign, no starting gun. The road appeared beneath my feet each time I chose what mattered to me. No map, no sign, one road is mine. I know where I'm going, I know what I choose. I know where I'm going, I have nothing left to prove. I know where I'm going, even when the road feels long. I may not see the ending, but I know where I belong. I know where I'm going, I know where I'm going. Yeah, the alarm rang early, the street stayed dark, but I got out of bed with a reason in my heart. I tied both shoes and I walked through the cold, because the life that I wanted would not build on its own. The gym was quiet, no crowd in the room, just the bar on the rack and the work left to do. I started with the weight I could carry with form, then added one more when my strength had grown. I did not need progress to happen overnight. I needed one promise that I kept every time. One step when I was tired, one rep when it burned. One day of showing up for the future I earned. I stopped looking sideways to measure my pace. Stopped letting their road make me question my place. The path became clearer the longer I stayed, and every small choice kept confirming the way. I do not need to see the whole road. I only need to take the next step. Now when the noise tells me remember the days I kept moving along. I may change the route, but the reason stays strong, because I know where I'm going. Where I'm going. If the road turns dark, I will still move. I know what I want, I know what to do. I know where I'm going, I know what I choose. I know where I'm going, I have nothing left to prove. I know where I'm going, even when the road feels long. I may not see the ending, but I know where I belong. I know where I'm going, I have waited long enough. I know where I'm going, and I trust the man I've become. I know where I'm going. Oh, the road is still unfolding, but I am not lost anymore. I know where I'm going. Dear younger me, I know you think you're running out of time, watching everybody pass you while you're still trying to find your stride. You keep treating every setback like a permanent defeat.